Welcome back, Deborah. It's so beautiful here. So I don't know if because of this, it's straight at the sun, maybe it's not viewable exactly. Maybe like that.
Is that a cemetery there?
No, I don't know what to call this, but it's hay. It's dried grass
Oh,
that's
hey. Okay. I thought
in
they
this,
might be headstones. I wasn't
yeah,
sure.
and then they're packaged in this um,
Uh,
plastic.
wow, that's a lot of free land.
Yes, yes. Mhm. Do you want to do a meditation? Or do you prefer to just go into it?
We're, I think we're fine. I kind of want to get in the habit of not needing to meditate beforehand because in real life, I don't have that opportunity all the time.
Yeah. So now I'm curious, what's your experience right now?
Hmm. I think my system still feels a little off balance just from the tech issues I was having. It just, my system hasn't quite settled as yet.
What is off balance to you? How's your experience of being off balance?
Hmm. Hmm. Feels unfamiliar. It's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting too that I feel much more rested today than I did yesterday. I had like the first decent night's sleep in a long time, and I could tell the difference. Um, my whole day has been just much better than yesterday. I was just like so exhausted. Um, and even that feels different. I'm not used to feeling, I mean, it's been having this for several weeks now that I've kind of gotten used to feeling tired all the time. So this is kind of a, I'm curious what you're feeling right now.
I felt this sudden agitation when you spoke about how we've been feeling lately. And I felt this urge of, okay, but let's come back to noticing what's here right now. When when you asked, I got afraid because it was just at the threshold of, okay, I'm going to say this now. Yeah, I'm a
Hmm.
little afraid of, yeah, you know what I'm afraid of, I think.
Hmm. I'm glad you actually shared that with me. The reason I asked you how you were feeling was to distract from what I was feeling. I picked up, I had some sense that there was some frustration on your part. And I was thinking it was because of all the tech crap that, at the beginning, that like, why can't you get it together? Those were my thoughts. But
Mm.
I kind of assumed that that was frustrating for you. And so I don't know if I picked up on some energy or if this was all projected onto you, but it's interesting when you said I felt some agitation. I was thinking, oh, confirmed what I was thinking. And then you picked up on something that I had not even been aware of that I was doing.
Mm. And what did you feel as I said that? I saw you laughing a little bit, but did it evoke something else? Or?
Kind of a relief.
Mm.
It was like, yeah, it just, I was feeling some discomfort. It felt like there was some little bit of disconnect. And then when you said that, it just felt like it cleared something.
I also sit with, I realize how many different elements that influence me in a given moment. And therefore, I guess it's this similar for everybody else.
Mm.
Like, I was so annoyed earlier today as I couldn't edit on the computer as I wanted. And now it was a little bit that the sun is shining in a particular way. I don't exactly want it to shine because I can't see the screen perfectly. Uh, and with the tech issues you had, like that was minor. That sort of with the
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I
yeah,
just,
yeah. And then what I said that caused agitation. In reality, it is I want to connect. Like that's behind it. I want to connect with us noticing.
yeah.
So the agitation is actually something indirect, like
Hmm.
mm,
Yeah, it's some form of intelligence. I'm thinking, yeah. I just was remembering conversation that, and I know it's not in the moment, but it pertains to this, that it's like everything we do is in some way, at least this is my theory, is that everything we do is in some way trying to get a need met, whether it's something we consciously or unconsciously do. And so when you were saying feeling frustration with the tech stuff earlier, with the sun, on the computer screen, and it, and that's kind of what it was kind of brought up some humor in me was I saw the beauty and the innocence in that. When you were saying that, it was like because I could so relate, but seeing and hearing it coming from you instead of coming from my own head just it helped me kind of see it a little differently, a different perspective. And it's like I realize how much I demonize certain feelings like agitation, frustration, you know, when it's really just like in that moment we have a need we're trying to give it.
Hmm. Yeah, now something, a light bulb went off in my head. Hmm. That I have an unmet need behind certain surface level reactions and emotions. That's clear with me. Right in what you just said, the last sentence, something happened. It's as if I got more access to the visceral sense of that.
Mhm. Yeah, when you said that, the word visceral, I felt something really like how quick I jump into my mind to find the answer instead of noticing what's already here.
Mm.
It's like the mind is never really in the present. It's always looking at the past or the future, but the wow, I wow. The body is always in the present.
In my experience, in that presence that the body is in, there is an inherent unknowing because the body can't know beyond its direct experience. That was sort of an answer, but like referring to right now, as I'm feeling sensations and presence and noticing you again, I don't know. And now I notice an impulse. I want you to see that too. Like I want you to see that, the unknown.
I'm trying to see that, but I'm wondering when you said that, my thought is, okay, you're noticing sensations, you're noticing some sensory input, and do you really need to know anything about it other than noticing it? I mean, what I meant was you can experience it without having putting a label or description or know any kind of knowing. You still experience it. It's just feels like the mind just goes in so quick.
Yeah.
It's like automatic.
Yeah. Can you notice that in your experience now? That automatic entering of the mind?
Yeah, my mind felt like it needed to explain what was happening. It was like my mind said, "Wait a minute, we got to, we got to explain and know how we don't need to explain and know
Yeah.
to experience something."
Yeah. So now I want to send that back to you. Like what's it like not to explain or no?
I find it uncomfortable. I find, especially with being aware of somebody visually there, and yet without thought, I'm feeling very alone. It's scary as hell. It and it felt like it feels. I guess again, it's just that it's unfamiliar, but it kind of like what it feels or what it felt like when with um substances in the past, it just that feeling of feeling very disassociated, I think is the word. It's almost like I felt this fear that I needed m- my mind in that moment, like the experience itself. I can't even explain, but there is some relief in just even bringing that to the surface. There's
I suddenly feel a chunk of energy here. And now I mention it out of curiosity of when I feel something that's coming from directly from my own experience, or when it's picking up um, from the one I'm connecting with. So as I mentioned, like this energy that suddenly arised in my upper chest, and there's some energy in my face, up my forehead. I also sit with the curiosity if you feel energy or something in these areas.
hmm. I think I felt almost like I needed to grab hold of something. I needed something to grasp and thoughts or something to grab. Almost like I want to try it again without trying to experience without thought. Okay. Now I was in and out of it. I can't maintain that, but it and I think I'm having a thought that because if it when I say it felt disassociated to me, even that's a thought. That was a perception I was putting onto it. So I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm gonna drop all. I mean, my mind's trying too hard to understand, and it's not. I guess it's not very. It's trying to conceptualize something.
As you say that, I feel a certain pain and strain in the effort of understanding. And yeah, there is this drive in me, like I want you to drop trying to understand.
I think we both want that right now. And I want to drop the want also.
Mm.
'Cause that's a sneaky one. Like, yeah.
Mm. Just as you said that want, dropping the want, what flashed up in me is I want connection. That's the energy driving me.
I'm curious. Do you think you need the want to connect, to have the connection?
Mm. Now I feel sadness. I'm a chunk in my chest. Mm. For a moment before, I suddenly saw my dad's face in your face almost.
Mm.
And now I'm noticing this energy that is fighting, striving, sort of desperation of the connection.
Mm.
Mm. Just mentioning that, I feel a little bit more pain here and here.
Ooh, I think you just hit on something for me when you said the striving, the wanting, the striving, the efforting for connection. That's exactly what I was experiencing when I was trying to explore what it felt like to not go to the mind and just experience from sensory. I, 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 that was just like totally, I didn't see that till I heard just now when you said that. It was like, ah, no wonder. I notice how, again, I want to say strange, but it's really more unfamiliar. It it feels to even think of letting go of striving, like having an energy and then doing nothing about it.
Mm. I felt love, then I felt joy, and last some kind of relaxation, ease. And now connecting to sort of lived remembrance of when everything around me was mysterious, rich in mystery, like the night is rich in mystery. And the surrounding world is just filled with mystery. And the thoughts that come to my mind now is, oh, that's what I lost with losing childhood. And it's not actually lost, it's just, the word that comes is suffocated. It's just suffocated.
What was suffocated?
The connection to the mystery of life. Mm.
Yeah, that makes me feel sad to hear that.
And that makes me curious. Do you feel that mystery? Do you have a sense of it?
At
Mm.
times, I mean, when I connect when I'm doing practices where I connect to that part of me, it always feels like a much younger part of me, where everything is awe and mystery and potential and possibility without any kind of idea of all the rules and reasons why it's not logical, why it's, like, and I was just thinking as I was hearing you say that, I was thinking that we've been trained out of that it's like a habit that we've been kind of conditioned to not noticing, like going to the mind and just not noticing again.
Mm. As you say that, I notice a few things. One of them being thunder, um, approaching. Yeah. Now I'm sort of enjoying that rolling sound, and I wish it would translate to here, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't hear it at all, but that wouldn't be surprising.
Mm. No, but it's because this microphone doesn't pick it up. Mm.
I'm still hearing something you said, just keeps echoing to me in my consciousness when you talked about connection, wanting to connect. Yeah, it just I felt so much sweetness coming from that. And I'm noticing this desire to connect, but in a different kind of fashion. This I desire to connect really in the moment experience. Like that's where all the for me that's where it seems like the joy, the aliveness is.
And as you say, aliveness, where in your experience to notice it now?
I feel like so much more openness, like my whole body is like I'm noticing it's like I want to soak everything up. It's it's like I'm feeling it's like an openness to whatever is there, and sadness would be just as equal as joy, as equal as anger, as equal as agitation. It's just something about, I think that's for me, that's what God, I didn't realize it really to just now that that seems to be what I'm seeking, longing, whatever for is that aliveness. And it's so funny because I was, I experienced it just in that moment. I didn't go anywhere, wasn't doing anything. I mean, I'm doing something. I'm here with you having this interaction, but it was like I didn't have to do anything specific to bring that on. It
Mm.
just was here, and it's like I almost feel kind of a kind of a sadness that I've I've not been noticing it, like that it's available. And when you had said suffocating, I have felt many times that in my case the word was squashed. In childhood, I kept feeling like any kind of expression felt like squashed. And now it's like allowing allowing that openness, that curiosity, that um the not knowing. Like a child that doesn't know they can't do something, they just do it because they don't know any better, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
like with
yeah. So right now, like I've noticed sudden waves of sadness that you've showed, and I picked it up a little bit from your voice, and I mean I saw it in your eyes.
yeah.
And as you sit here with me and show that and express that, can you? How's your experience of having it in your experience in this setting, noticing it?
It felt really good actually. It felt kind of like a coming home of a real um Yeah, there was sadness, almost a little bit of a, even felt kind of a little bit of heartbreak in a way. Um, but very sweet, very tender. Even now, as I connect back to that, yeah, there's a feeling of emptiness and a bit of a longing, but it feels okay. It's like I just kind of want to let it be, you know? It's like I could see my mind's wanting to grab hold of it and make it a something or do something with it. And it's like, and now it feels like it's gone. Like, where'd it go? Where'd it,
Yes, that's the
I
precious
was
aliveness.
finally embracing it and it left.
But that's that's how it is. Oh, why did I say that? It started to rain here. I'm gonna go inside. Thank you so much, Deb.